Hey ladies, check it out. I have the 13 strength training exercises you have to be doing that really pack a punch. Hi, welcome. I'm Coach Tonya here at the Criticalbench compound, and this video, ladies, is all about you. What I'm going to be showing you and demonstrating are 13 of the essential strength training exercises you really need to be including in your workouts. So we want to get rid of these fears that strength training exercises are going to make us big and make us bulky and make us look manly, because nothing could be farther from the truth. Strength training exercises are going to help you build that lean, sexy muscle. You know, the one that gives you nice curves in your arms, nice curves in your legs, and that lean muscle is what helps burn fat. So these are the 13 high hitters, the ones you really want to be doing and including in your workouts to really get the most bang for your buck. I've got a few options, a few things I'm going to show you. So the first one I want to start with is bicep curls. Now most of you are probably familiar with just using dumbbells, okay? So bicep curl is 3 different ways you can do it. You can do a full curl, so that's full range of motion. We can choose to start at 90 degrees up to the shoulders, just closing that gap, or starting low, coming up to 90. However you do it, you're working your bicep. A little challenge, or one that I like to do kind of at the end of an arm day, is I call them 15s or 21s depending how tired I am. So if I'm really, really tired and it's 15s, I start at 90 degrees and I do 5, then I do 5 low, and then I do 5 full with no rest. And that is going to exhaust those biceps. A few other tools that you can use are things like mini bands, if you have a mini band, okay, keeping constant tension, going through that motion, okay, and doing your bicep curl. Resistance bands are great too. So whatever you have, if you don't have dumbbells, if you don't have access to a gym, but if you have a resistance band, a mini band, if you have soup cans that you can hold, anything that's weight that you can move safely is a great way to get those bicep curls in. So we've worked the biceps, now we want to work the triceps. So I'll show you I'll do it with both. Just a simple basic tricep kickback. So slight bend at the hip, bring your hands up so the weights are right on the outside of your torso here, and you're just coming straight back and squeeze, bring it in, and you're not flailing. We're not doing this. If you have to swing the weights, they're probably too heavy. It's controlled. You're moving them out and then you're bringing them back in. You're moving them out and squeezing, and you're bringing them in. That's just your basic tricep extension or kickback, tricep kickback. Again, you can do that with the mini band, okay? Hold the mini band up into your shoulder. The other hand grabbing the other end of the mini band. Again, a slight bend, make sure your back's straight, and just extend out. And again, slowly come back in. Force it out, squeeze, and slowly come back in. If you have resistance bands, just anchor that band down. Easy for me to say. And again, just come back with it. You can do it single-handed, both hands at the same time, but just basically to show you that you don't have to go to the gym to do great strength training exercises. A lot of you have some of these things at home. Check under the bed that you can pull out and use. The next exercise I want to talk about is push-ups. Now, push-ups are fantastic because they work so much more than just your chest. They also help activate your core. So I think a lot of us know how to do a push-up. People are always saying, well, how many should I do? My answer is usually, if you're a beginner, 8 to 10. If you have a lot of strength, if you have no problem doing the push-up, aim for higher, anywhere between that 10 to 15 rep range. And no, it doesn't matter if you do traditional or modified. Do what you can do and do as many as you can do, because the goal is to build strength. And we want to keep you motivated. So basic push-up, straight back, all right? Shoulders above your palms, lower that chin to the floor and come up. Okay, nice and slow if you can. Now, if a traditional push-up is it's too hard, that's okay. We'll go take it down to the floor a little more, modified on those knees. You might need a yoga mat. This isn't too bad. Same idea, straight back, coming down and pushing up. Controlling that movement, and you're gonna feel that. All right, no right, no wrong, just do it. So push up, Now a pull-up. I personally have a love-hate relationship with pull-ups. I used to be able to do them, I think 5. Now I do them, I still do them now, but I do them assisted to get more in. I don't have as much upper body strength as I did. If you have a band like this, great. Utilize it, incorporate it. You can go to almost any playground and secure this around a set of monkey bars and do a pull-up if you like. If not, your local gym will have bands for you. So I just pull this band down, grab that bar, pull up and lower. And this band gives me assistance. So right now I'm feeling really good about myself and my ability to do pull-ups. And as your strength increases, you can drop to a band that offers less help, basically. So you're doing more of the work, but still, even with the resistance band, you're gonna get a great back workout doing pull-ups. And ladies, pull-ups are one of the best things that give you that shape. Okay, I love training lower body, and I particularly love hitting those glutes and hammies. Gives you a nice shape. So the next exercise is a single leg Romanian deadlift. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. One is with a kettlebell. So if you have a kettlebell, great. Go for it. If you don't, you can use a dumbbell. And if you have no weight, you can still do these body weight only. Now, if you've never done them before, and again, if you're challenged a little bit with balance, do them body weight only and just do them next to something that you can kind of help balance yourself, because even I sometimes struggle with balance, and I want to make sure there's something close by. So to do the deadlift, single leg, okay, our weight is on the supporting leg. The weight is in the hand of that side. And what we're gonna do is just hip hinge down and come up, and see, there's that balance for me. I need to find a spot on the floor that will help. Down and come up. Lower down and come up. Now you're really gonna start feeling that. That really fires up that glute. Whatever you do to one side, you've gotta do to the next side. We wanna keep that balance, all right? 10 to 12 per side. Again, kettlebell, dumbbell, body weight. They're all going to work. Now moving right along from that, let's go into a Bulgarian split squat. Another love-hate relationship. Again, body weight only, especially if you're a beginner. You know, if you're a beginner, there's nothing wrong with getting yourself set up into these exercises and get used to how they feel. Get somebody to watch you. Make sure they're watching for things like a straight back, shoulders back, head neutral, and have them watch you go through the motion. So I got my one leg up on the bench, front leg supporting me. I'm coming up, driving through the heel, switching legs, doing the other side. Again, aiming for that 10 to 12 rep range. When I get really good and comfortable with those, probably throw in some weight, okay? Because now we really want to build that booty. Same movement, but now just adding weight increases the challenge for you. All right, sticking with some lower body work, let's talk squats. Now, so I love doing squats, but I like to switch it up because it can get a little boring. So once again, I'm going to take a kettlebell or a dumbbell. And there's two ways. I'm going to show you two different variations of the squat. If you have a kettlebell, because they're so easy to hold like this, I'm taking a sumo stance, so my legs are a little wider apart. Toes are out a little bit, about 45 degrees. Lowering down, pushing up through the heels. Just like that. Nice straight back. Really pushing up through those heels, driving up through the backs of the legs. Okay, it's one way. The other way, if you got a dumbbell, just grab underneath one end, same foot position, same straight back. Let me show you. Lowering down, driving up through the heels. Down, driving up through the heels. Great intro squat, and also just a great squat variation if you don't feel like getting in the rack, getting under the bar and doing them traditionally. So I'm getting used to working more with kettlebells. Love working with them, but I'm certainly no kettlebell expert. However, one of my colleagues here is, so he's been giving me some tips and suggestions on how to better work with these, because it may seem all simple and easy just to go grab one and start moving it around, but there actually is a method to the madness of utilizing a kettlebell to get a great workout. What I'm going to do is a kettlebell swing. This is a great lower body movement. It's really hitting that posterior chain. You've got the kettlebell in your hands. Again, I like to take a wider, more sumo stance. I got really long legs. So bringing the kettlebell back. Now my back is straight. It's gonna be hard to do this in slow motion, but I'm gonna do my best. Hip hinging down, bringing the kettlebell back and coming up, and with, like, I'm really thrusting my hips forward. Now it's not, how do I say this? I'm not just willy-nilly throwing my hips forward. It's still a controlled movement, but I'm forcing that lower body to push this weight out away from my body. So coming down, swinging up, up. Now for these kettlebells, again, if you're beginning, I'm gonna say 10 to 15. Okay, you really wanna max yourself out on reps for these. I like to aim for around 25. I love the movement. It hits a lot of areas that I want. So that's one that, because with that momentum, you can crank out a few more reps if you're doing it correctly. So aim high on the kettlebell swings. All right, sticking with the kettlebells, we're going with an overhead carry. Now this exercise, love it because it serves a couple functions. One, as soon as you take that kettlebell and hold it overhead, it forces you into better alignment, okay? And all you do is straight arm, holding it above your head. Make sure you're carrying a kettlebell weight that you can. We don't want this falling on your head. And it's just walking, all right? Just walking. 30 to 50 steps with this thing. And switching sides, all right? Again, if balance is a bit of an issue, just hold your hand out. For some people, that makes it a lot easier for them. But that is an excellent full body strength exercise that you have got to be doing, all right? Now from that, one of my favorite core exercises, you will need a band or you can use cables. So if you belong to a gym, you can do this using cables. This is hands down probably my favorite core exercise ever. It's called a PALOFF press. And this hits the really deep layers. A lot of exercises that a lot of us are used to and doing more traditionally only kind of target top layer, but you want to hit those deep layers of muscle. So securing the band, I'm coming out so I've got that tension, holding it just around belly button range, maybe just a tad higher. Big breath in, push out, and in, out. And that's all there is to it. Doesn't look like much maybe on camera. You're gonna feel that when you've done one side, you've got to switch the other side, so you're hitting that whole core area. Probably my favorite. So a really fantastic exercise, and again, it wouldn't be a Coach Tonya video if I didn't include these, is planks. Now, because planks hit almost everything. Like they really do, and there's so many ways to do planks. So just a quick review, because most of you are familiar with a plank. There's extended, shoulders over palms of over your hands, okay? Nice flat, straight back, neutral head. Feet can be together, feet can be apart. You're still holding a plank position, all right? If you want to take it more to the ground, you can lower it down. You can also add movement to your planks, which increases the challenge. But I strongly recommend really, for everything, you want to include exercises like the plank in as many of its variations as you can, because all of that is great for spinal stability as well. Okay, for this last exercise, walk with me. Coming over to the wall here for another one of those exercises that maybe if you've seen people in the gym doing it but haven't done it yourself, may look like there's not a lot going on, but about 15 seconds into it, there's a whole lot going on. And it's the wall sit. So obviously you need a wall, a nice flat surface that's taller than you and that's stable. Start with your back against the wall. Bring your feet out a little bit, because we're dropping down just like we're sitting on a chair that isn't there. Force, because you can't really see it, but the weight is really on the front part of my feet, the toe and the balls of my feet. Your back may round a little bit, that's okay. This is cheating. This is cheating. This is not cheating. And I challenge you, hold this for 30 seconds, and every time you do it, add an extra 10 seconds. You're gonna feel it in your legs, you're gonna feel it in your core, you're just going to feel it. And as you get stronger doing it, and that 30 seconds and 40 seconds and minute become easier, grab something like a medicine ball or a dumbbell and set it on your legs here. for that extra weight. Again, just doing things, incorporating things to increase the challenge of these exercises. Okay, ladies, there you go. 13 essential strength training exercises you really need to be doing and incorporating into your workouts. And if you haven't started yet, then these are the ones, this is a great place to start and start coming up with your program or your training protocol that includes all of these to build strength, add lean muscle, burn fat, and give you those lean, sexy curves that that you want. You're gonna feel good, you're gonna look great. They're gonna build, there's nothing more sexy and more attractive than a strong, healthy body, all right? Oh, and remember, make sure you click the subscribe button if you haven't done that. Click that notification bell. We have thousands of videos on this channel that can help you look and feel amazing. You don't wanna miss out on any of that. And make sure also you check that pinned comment down below for a free 5-minute mini band workout. I'm Coach Tonya here at Critical Bench. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you soon.